clearly it's something that a lot of people can't take. So if it's something that you can't take, maybe you shouldn't expose yourself to the backlash.
Oh no, here we are once more. You may know Angel Reese. You may love her or you may not. But this time, she's in the news for something other than the court. She posted a daring head-turning outfit on social media. And guess what? The backlash was so harsh that she deleted her Instagram account on New Year's Day. Now that she's back, people are wondering if she can handle the heat.
Beautiful young lady. And there's a lot of beautiful young ladies in the WNBA. But when you do that, you can't come down the line and complain about being objectified later on. It's not going to work with people, whether it's right or wrong, and you're drawing attention to yourself because of that. That can be problematic.
Along with Stephen A. Smith, he didn't hold back. He accused Reyes of acting unfairly and even compared her to Caitlin Clark, who is out here breaking records and keeping it strictly business-related. The main question is whether Angel Reese is receiving unfair criticism or if she brought this upon herself. Let's get into this contentious discussion and examine Stephen A's points in detail. Hold on tight, this is going to get real. But before we get started, please take a moment to like this video. Additionally, by joining our team and subscribing to the channel, you'll always be up to date on the most recent WNBA news, expert analysis, and summaries of key movements. Just like this, don't miss anything. We've covered every possible angle. Click like, subscribe, and let's get started. First things first, let's take a moment to review what precisely transpired. Whether it's due to her domination on the court or the way she conducts herself off it, Angel Reese has always been a divisive figure in basketball. She is self-assured, vocal, and not scared to stand out. But this time, her internet presence took center stage in a way that nobody anticipated. Reese posted a picture of herself wearing a provocative outfit that left little room for interpretation. While athletes sharing stylish, daring looks on social media is nothing new, how she responded to the comments caused the internet to explode with opinions. Some people applauded her confidence and praised her boldness, while others took issue with the fact that Reese had previously spoken out against being objectified by the media. This sparked an even larger debate. Can you demand that you not be sexualized while simultaneously posting images that support that very narrative? It's a difficult topic, and social media didn't waste any time getting involved. When Reese returned to Instagram, the controversy resurfaced. As we all know, the internet doesn't just let things go, and she sent a clear message that she wasn't willing to engage in the backlash. When she had voluntarily shared the photo, some stood firmly in her corner, arguing that women should be able to wear whatever they want without facing criticism, while others insisted that public figures, especially athletes, should be mindful of how their actions impact their brains. At this point, the debate in public image wasn't just about the dress. It had expanded to include the double standards in sports, the scrutiny female athletes face, and the ongoing conflict between personal freedom and public perception. It brought attention to the difficulty that many female athletes face in striking a balance between their individual expression and because of the public's frequently irrational expectations. Was this just another instance of a well-known athlete becoming embroiled in controversy? Or is there a more serious problem here that needs to be addressed? The question that got everyone talking was Stephen A. Smith, and he has a lot to say. If you know Stephen A. Smith, you know that he doesn't hold back. He thrives on sports debates and contentious viewpoints. And when he sees something that bothers him, he will speak out loudly. When Angel Reese found herself at the center of yet another social media storm, you were aware that Stephen would offer some vehement viewpoints. Smith didn't waste any time getting right to the point. As a professional athlete, Reese must be mindful of how she presents herself to the public. He underlined that fame comes with responsibility and that if you choose to share something controversial or provocative, you must be prepared for the response that follows. Trust me, the response was enormous. You can't put that out there and then get upset when people react to it, Smith said. And let's be honest, he's got a point. The truth of being a public figure, particularly in the hyper-connected world of today, is that everything you do is watched closely, examined, and discussed. Every action, post, and clothing sports fans and social media don't forget. So, don't assume Smith was totally snooping on Reese. To be clear, he wasn't criticizing her. Rather, he was drawing attention to the situation's reality and making the point that if Ree wishes to be recognized for her dominance on the court, then her off. He also raised another important point. Court rulings, particularly on social media, must support that image, else she faces the risk of allowing distractions to overshadow her talent. Accountability athletes, particularly those in the WNBA, are always trying to establish their brand, and their personal conduct counts. While having personality and confidence is admirable, there is a thin line between expressing yourself and starting needless controversy that could damage your career. Smith added the final comparison just when you thought he was finished. Sponsors, teams, and the media are constantly watching. Caitlin Clark. Oh wow, that's when it really got hot. Speaking of Caitlin Clark, let's discuss parallels. This is where things really picked up steam. Let's just say that after Stephen A. Smith likened Angel Reese to Caitlin Clark, social media was ablaze with intense conversations and opinions from fans on both sides. Others quickly defended Reese, arguing that personality and self-expression shouldn't be viewed as a bad thing. If you don't know who Caitlin Clark is, let me tell you, she's an absolute beast on the court. This girl isn't just playing basketball, she's rewriting the history books. Some people applauded Smith's comments, agreeing that Clark's focus on basketball is what makes her stand out. Whether it's making three-pointers from far on the arc or guiding her team to victory, she has been setting records left and right, winning MVP awards and appearing on the greatest platforms with unrivaled confidence. Meanwhile, Clark is doing things that have analysts and fans referring to her as the next great thing in women's basketball. Angel Reese has also been in the news, but not always for her on-court exploits. Although her basketball prowess is indisputable, the discussion surrounding her frequently veers toward her internet persona and media persona. This contrast has brought both athletes to the public eye, but for quite different reasons. According to Stephen A. Smith, Clark takes a very different approach to brand promotion than Reese does. Rather than becoming involved in controversy, Clark maintains her professionalism and moves forward without interruptions, which is why her reputation has remained pristine. Angel Reese is out here embroiled in a dispute that had to hurt, but is the comparison accurate? Caitlin Clark is out here creating a legacy. Fair, that's what fans are arguing about. Some claim Clark is just inherently different, more reserved, and more game-focused. Others contend that Angel, there shouldn't be any issues because Reese is simply being herself. Many fans adore Reese's confidence and attitude, which she brings to the game. Every time Reese finds herself in the spotlight for non-basketball reasons, the comparisons resurface. And it's not just about them. It's about how women in sports are treated differently based on their personalities and choices. Her unapologetic attitude and her ability to embrace both the highs and lows of fame make her stand out in ways Clark doesn't. But is that necessarily a bad thing? At the end of the day, both athletes are making an impact in their own unique ways. Why is one style of self-presentation praised while the other is criticized? Is there space in the game for players who bring more than simply skill to the court? The real question is whether an athlete's personality off the court matters as much as their game on it. Let's just say that this debate isn't going to end anytime soon. Clark is setting the bar for excellence through sheer performance, while Reese is demonstrating that personality and confidence have a place in sports. You must be enjoying the video if you've watched it thus far. So why don't you take a moment to click the follow button? It's completely free, very easy to use, and helps us continue to provide you with more amazing content, especially if you're a WNBA fan. Whether it's player spotlights, game highlights, or behind-the-scenes footage, we've got you covered. Additionally, by following your favorite teams and players, you won't miss a beat when it comes to your favorite teams and players. Alright, let's get back to business. Social media can be both a boon and a bane. It allows athletes to directly connect with fans, promote their personal brands, and shape their public image. But it also carries significant risks. One Instagram story, one tweet, and one post taken incorrectly, and all of a sudden, the topic of discussion shifts from your abilities to your online choices. Angel Reese is learning this the hard way. After just one social media post, she's suddenly a hot topic for debate with both fans and critics analyzing her decisions and wondering if they're improving or harming her reputation. Meanwhile, Caitlin Clark is adopting a completely different tack, keeping her head down, letting her game speak for itself, and avoiding any online drama that could jeopardize her career. After all, it all comes down to how you use these platforms. Social media may help you create an unstoppable brand that draws opportunities, admirers, and endorsements if you are strategic, thoughtful, and cautious. However, if you are careless, impetuous, or unprepared for the backlash, you may find yourself embroiled in a controversy you never anticipated. Ree must now decide whether to stay involved in these public discussions and respond to the criticism or change her focus solely on basketball and show that her abilities, not social media drama, define her. From now on, every choice she makes will affect her reputation not only with fans, but also with sponsors, coaches, and teams thinking about investing in her future. Whether she plays it safe or keeps pushing the boundaries online, everyone is watching, and every move matters. Now it's your turn. What do you think about this whole situation? Do you think public figures should anticipate scrutiny when they share details of their personal lives online? Or do you think Angel Reese is unfairly receiving criticism? Should athletes be held to the same standards for their social media presence as they are for their on-court performance? More importantly, where do we draw the line between professional responsibility and personal expression? This debate extends beyond Angel Reese and touches on broader issues such as how female athletes are portrayed in the media, whether female athletes face harsher criticism than their male counterparts for their personal choices, and the extent to which social media should truly influence an athlete's legacy. And there you have it, another heated argument. Angel Reese is at the center of yet another contentious debate, but this time I want to hear from you. Do you think the criticism of her is justified, or is she being unfairly singled out? Should athletes be free to express themselves as they please, or does fame come with obligations? Post your opinions in the comments section. I'm reading it all. And since you've come this far, you obviously find the content engaging, so why not make it official by clicking the like button, subscribe, and turning on the notifications so you never miss another. Thanks for watching, and as usual, stay locked in. Keep discussing, and I'll see you in the next one. Let's take a deep dive into the biggest moments in sports. We've got all the hot takes, arguments, and expert breakdowns heading your